All right, I don't want to be too negative on this match, but honestly, this is probably the one match that least intrigues me the most when just to make a video and talk about. Even though I think that when it comes down to it, I think that Owens and Ziggler have a chance to steal the show, but it just seems to me that I've seen Ziggler versus Owens 19 times in the last 2 months. Mike, is that how you feel about this match?
Um, well, I'm just trying to figure out the fact that we just got done making like 3 minute video on the crazy 6 man tag match, and you're talking about how this match is the one that doesn't intrigue you. For me, when one of my favorites is wrestling, I always pay attention to it, whether that be for 10 more minutes than I would another wrestler, or pay attention to it in full. And Kevin Owens is my guy, and I'm gonna pay attention to this one. I don't know. I'm excited for anything that Kevin Owens does, and I don't care how many matches we saw with Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens. This is a new day, no pun intended. It's a new show. It's a pay-per-view, and I think that they're going to pull out something that we've never seen before in the weirdest way possible. So I think it should be a fun one. I'm excited for it.
When Fastlane was announced that we were gonna have the three-way for the number one contenders match, and it was Ambrose holding the Intercontinental Championship. Honestly, I didn't even realize that he was the Intercontinental title, and it was halfway through making a video when I realized that he was the champion. And I was like, well, that's a big knock to Fastlane that there's no Intercontinental Championship match. And then I thought back to when Ambrose was a member of the Shield, and they were going up against the Evolution. And basically, Triple H put Dean Ambrose in a 20-man battle royal. And in that battle royal, he was eliminated, and Sheamus ended up getting the win. So Sheamus was your new United States champion. I thought of that. I thought of some way the Authority was going to take that belt off of Ambrose in order to get revenge on him, more than likely of not going along with them in one of their ideas to turn on Roman Reigns or something like that. On Monday Night Raw, we had the surprise, sort of, they called it an F5, a fatal five-way match. The competitors in there, we had Ambrose, we had Kevin Owens, we had Dolph Ziggler, and then none other than Tyler Breeze and Stardust. How these guys came contenders for this championship, I have no idea. I can't remember the last time Stardust or Tyler Breeze won a match on Raw or SmackDown. But they were put into this, and Kevin Owens walked out with the championship. As a Kevin Owens fan and a Kevin Owens guy, Mike, I mean, what were your real thoughts about Kevin Owens winning the championship on Raw?
Well, because I was not watching Raw at the time, I was at a basketball game for my school, and when that buzzer hit, and I got to go on my phone, and I read that Kevin Owens was the new Intercontinental Champion, I legit marked out in my seat, and it was awesome, and I was really really happy for him, and I'm really glad that he is the new IC champion. So it's a good thing.
Kevin Owens, I mean, definitely has been rumored for some big matches at WrestleMania. We heard the rumor of Kevin Owens versus Undertaker. We heard the rumor of Kevin Owens versus Brock, which I can't remember who it was, but somebody went public and basically said that the match was turned down. That Vince didn't believe in Kevin Owens to have a match like that, or just it wasn't planned to go that way. But definitely Kevin Owens stepped up and tried to hit a home run by becoming one of the main guys in WWE. I'm glad that he's Intercontinental Champion. I like this guy. I'm rooting for him. I really think that if WWE put the machine behind him, that he really would get something going. But do you think that it's going to be Ziggler versus Owens at WrestleMania? Like, do you think this is just the Fastlane, or do you think that this is going to be a continuing feud for the Intercontinental title?
I don't know. Like, if they're gonna have Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens again at WrestleMania, then you have to have like a screwy finish for this match. But honestly, when I don't know when it was during the Rumble, maybe, or maybe the day after, or something like that, when the Sami Zayn stuff happened, where I generally thought that was going to be the WrestleMania match, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, and I
I'm
was
right there with
looking
you.
at tickets on WrestleMania, for Ticketmaster, and I thought that was going to be Kevin Owens' WrestleMania match. But after this, I have no idea who he's facing at WrestleMania. The only thing I'm happy for, and I guess this kind of gets into the winner of this match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be excited to see Kevin Owens walk into WrestleMania as a champion. That's going to be insane.
Yeah. Last year he was. Last year wasn't he injured at WrestleMania? Like I don't think he wrestled. I don't think he wrestled on that NXT show. I think he just had a promo with Sami Zayn.
Yeah, last year I met Kevin Owens hours before WrestleMania, and to think that we're talking about him being in a match as champion at WrestleMania a year later is nuts. That's completely insane.
I love that footage of him on that WrestleMania 31 show where he was, cheering on his buddy Seth Rollins winning the championship. He just was, he didn't have a seat, but he was just standing out in the crowd with the marks. And I think people were probably so wrapped up in watching the match that was going on, nobody even realized that Kevin Owens was standing there, I would bet you. It didn't seem like anyone was bugging him in that footage at all. But I'm right there with you. I mean, I think every year since WrestleMania 26, people have been wanting them to bring back the Money in the Bank to WrestleMania, even though it has its own pay-per-view. Last year we got the WrestleMania 31 ladder match. It had Daniel Bryan. I think it had Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Stardust. Was that everybody? Do you think that they're gonna bring back that gimmick and do another ladder match? Oh, R-Truth and Wade Barrett were in there too.
Yep, they were, and honestly, I think that ladder match would probably be like the only thing they can do. Because honestly, like, what the heck are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna have Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens? Like you said, you're tired of seeing that match. So like, what are you gonna do if Hulkamania runs wild on you? Sorry, I have to do that. Oh, but seriously, like, what are you gonna do if you been doing this match over and over again for the past couple of weeks and months, maybe even? But I'd be fine with a ladder match, but I think that would be pretty good to see. But I don't know.
Alrighty, so that'll kill this one off. Who'd you pick to win?
Kevin Owens.
I'll pick Kevin Owens too.